Greetings and citations, everyone. We've got another reaction video. Alright, this one is a reaction video this time. The first one's an analysis video. This one is reaction. I'm still kind of sick. This one seems to be about Alleria and her whole dealio, so let's go ahead and dive in and see just what's going on with the eldest Windrunner. I don't know about our favorite, but she's definitely the eldest. Yeah, it seems very Second War-ish at the moment, so let's go ahead and dig in. This looks honestly phenomenal, and if they ever want to do a Warcraft series in this animated style, please do so. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this up all the way. Yeah, let's go ahead and give this a good old shot. Alright, in 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Start already. Do it. Oh, okay.
When we are young, we are taught to revere the light. But when I turn to it, I see only fire. The fire of pain, of loss, the choices I made. Xal'atath, home.
Hey!
Until the Horde threatened everything.
Oh!
My family was sworn to protect it. And protect it we did.
Hi, Xal'atath.
When Sylvanas and I fought together,
Hey!
we fought as one. But the conflict here was growing, pulling my sister and I apart.
Burning trees, that's always fun. No, it's not. And there's your brother, I'm guessing.
How can you leave? You would choose the Alliance over Xal'atath, our home.
It's not just our kingdom
Hi,
at risk.
Sylvanas.
If the Horde isn't beaten back, others will fall. I have to go.
But you're abandoning your family.
I am doing this for our family. I lost a sister that day.
Yeah, you did.
Had I known that my actions would curse Sylvanas to her fate, would I have chosen differently?
There she is.
I left my home to fight this war to the end. I had no idea how far away that fight would take me. Yet despite the war, I found my life's true love, Turalyon. And together we fought side by side. Until we became three. But beyond the boundaries of our world,
The
our
shoulders,
enemies grew
man.
powerful.
You can make your stand here. Why risk marching into the unknown?
Is that
Our
Marisa?
only choice is to take the fight to them before it's too late. Should we not succeed,
I will keep him safe. Just come back.
Oh.
Return before you know it, Eritor.
No, you won't.
had I known that I would not see my son again until he was a man himself, would I have still left? I had given
I see what's
everything
happening
for
here.
this fight.
She's giving up her
The
old
only
gear.
thing
Oh.
left to give was myself.
I
There was
love
no
this.
other way.
Oh.
In order to defeat the darkness, I had to embrace it.
I
So
love
embrace it, I did.
seeing demons again. Oh. Oh.
But at what cost? Turalyon, who had known me, loved me, fought beside me, now saw me differently.
What have you done?
The shadow, It saved us.
No. I would rather have died than see you fall to evil.
Terralion didn't understand, but I could not fault him. If I had known that embracing the shadow would push him away, would I have sought another path?
She gave up her armor. Yep.
No. All of the things I did for a reason. War is sacrifice. And I have sacrificed everything to protect those I love.
Illidan would be proud.
To keep them safe. And if it takes sacrificing myself to protect our world, I will not hesitate. I am a soldier of Azeroth.
Frick yeah, holy moly. That was great. Holy, can we get more of these? Let's talk about this. This is gonna be a very easy one to talk about, because it really is just a retelling of Alleria's story overall, but let's go ahead and get into it. This is just... I don't know why they do this. I don't like the flashing of bits and parts from the beginning. Alright, so this is her in, I believe... Okay, I'm not really good at the name of the Void Elf starting zone or whatever, but it's the Rift. It's the Rift place. Telegrass? I apologize. I'm not... I say that I'm really good at the lore of Warcraft, but then I forget names and places of Alliance areas, so... Forgive me. I'm more of a Horde guy. Anyways, so this is her clearly just, like, reflecting on her past, staring at the fire, which in her eyes is the light. The light is fire. It's not a very positive representation for her. It's never really been. And this is her kind of just thinking about her past. This is like probably moments after Locust Walker and her talked, and it's basically her letting go of her past, letting go of her history, to her people, to herself, in order to save it, you know? I would give everything I would for Azeroth sort of deal, which is a very similar mindset to Illidan, which is kind of fascinating because Illidan, you know, destroyed Xera after, you know, Xera was like, hey, sacrifice yourself again, but give everything for it. And Illidan was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna continue doing what I've already been doing. I don't want your power. It's fascinating reflecting on the two, and they're very similar wordings here, but this is very much Alleria stripping away at her old gear, her ranger gear, really, that she's worn since the Second War, in favor of a new identity, a new armor, and it's, you know, reflective of the difference in what she's doing now. And I do like this because a lot of times when a character in Warcraft gets a new getup, it's never really elaborated on, it's never explained, it's not focused on too much. You don't even really see them wear the gear or put on the gear. It's something I really wanted Thrall to do in Shadowlands or in Battle for Azeroth, of just donning the Doomplate again, but it's not really ever reflected on too much, sadly. So we have that, and like I said, this is very much a retelling of Alleria's past and her history. This is the Second War. She lost her brother, she lost her people. The very forests of Quel'Thalas were burnt to the ground by the Horde and the Amani. It's a very different era, very different history. There's King Astarion. I don't know who the other two people are, but I think that one of them is Kel'Thas, maybe? I'm not sure. And, you know, this is very much all of the elves joining the fight. You even see a little bit of Lor'themar there. Very nice. Weird to see him wearing his Horde getup, but I'm not gonna really complain too much. And this is Alleria and Sylvanas kicking ass together, and this is again before Sylvanas kind of went down her, Scourge phase, when she died to Arthas, so it's a very different Sylvanas. I really like the visual of a burning tree separating the two. Burning the tree kind of has definitely been moved to Sylvanas' whole identity now. It's not exactly a positive identity, I suppose, but it really shouldn't be a positive identity in all honesty, but it's a visual that they've used for Sylvanas in Shadowlands and Battle for Azeroth quite a bit, and they're reflecting on that further. And I believe this is their brother. I believe he was a bit of more of a bard than a fighter, but I believe he did join the fight, if I remember correctly. My memory is a bit skewed on Lyrith? I'm sorry. This is not my best day of reconnecting with the lore, but their brother is dead. Alleria is sad. Sylvanas is sad. She's like, why are you leaving? You gotta stay with us. You stay in the fight with your family. And Alleria and her really artistically designed horse. I like how her horse has her armor. That's cool. No, Alleria is choosing to join the Alliance and join that fight for her family, but Sylvanas sees it more as her leaving her family, leaving her kingdom, her people, for this fight. It's a very different perspective between the two. And Alleria is the older sister, by the way. My brain always tricked it as Sylvanas being the oldest for some reason, but no, Alleria is the oldest one. And you had a glimpse there. There you go, Sylvanas fans. You got a glimpse of what is to come with Sylvanas being the Banshee Queen. Now, Blizzard, this is very important. I know that Sylvanas is probably gonna come back for midnight. So let me say my piece now. Let's have her come back in this getup, not whatever she was wearing in Shadowlands. I want Sylvanas to come back in that lovely purple, death-centric armor, not that weird blue ranger gear. Please, 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 please. I do not like the Sylvanas design and aesthetic that we got in Shadowlands. That's all I wanted to say. I know I'm not the biggest Sylvanas fan, but let me say my piece on that. I mean, I like Sylvanas, and just I don't like what they did with her in Battle for Azeroth and Shadowlands. I think that's a very known complaint and a very common complaint within the community that almost everyone agrees on, but hey, I'm sure some people liked her as a villain, so alright. But yeah, that's Alleria losing her sister. She didn't know in that moment it was going to be the final time she would see Sylvanas as Sylvanas, but it very much was. And that's her giving up her giant shoulder pad, I think. No, her quiver. Which is a shame, because her shoulder pad is a way better design, in my opinion. And there's where she met Turalyon, and I'm sorry, but this is goofy looking. I mean, it's lovely, but it's still goofy looking. I love how Turalyon just has these giant shoulder pads. It's very Warcraft, but it's just funny to me that we have this giant silhouette of this man. And this is Verisa taking on her son, taking care of him, while Alleria leaves to go to Outland with the rest of the Alliance forces alongside Turalyon. But yeah, Verisa's basically Eretor's mom at this point, which... well, not her real mom, but you know what I mean. It's, I'm glad that we get a little bit of Eretor here. It's something that I wish we got more of. And here's them being lovey-dovey, holding hands. Very obscene, very, very graphic. And there's, yeah, Alleria's just stripping away her gear. She's not going to be wearing that anymore. And here's my favorite bit. It's Turalyon and Alleria kicking ass on, I believe, Argus or a Legion planet. Either or. It's great. I love seeing the demons again. If there's one thing that you guys should know about me, I love it when we are just fighting irredeemable demons that we can just butcher the crap out of, and this is just, ugh. The visuals here of Alleria transforming and just obliterating the demons and going ham, it's so good. And this is in the 1,000-Year War. If you didn't know, Alleria, you know, she went on to, with Turalyon, she went into the Twisting Nether. Time is different. They were gone for 1,000 years. I think it was the equivalent of like 20 years, though, in Azeroth. So, I think so. Time is crazy. And this is when the moment of their lovey-dovey relationship kind of just rifted apart. Again, this is another moment of Alleria losing someone in her family. It's kind of interesting at how repetitive this is for Alleria. She chooses power to save her friends and her family, but in doing so, she loses that connection. She lost Sylvanas first, then her son, and in a way her sister, Verisa, and now Turalyon. So, family is very much rifted apart over the actions that Alleria takes, but she does it not for the betterment of herself, but for the betterment of others. So it's a very selfless thing for her to do, but at the end it's also taking away something from someone. It's sad. But it's very much a part of Alleria's character. It's her core part of her character. Yeah, poor Turalyon. Crying, tears. This is the moment where she leaves Turalyon to go train more with Locust Walker. I believe they reunite, though, at some point. And then she's imprisoned by Zira. And this is her gearing up in her new gear. She's no longer wearing the Ranger General gear that she, again, was wearing. Now she's wearing this Void gear, and she's taking the fight to others. I believe this is... So these are like Void broken that were corrupted. I love this design, by the way. The half broken, like split down the middle, very Venom-esque, and her just butchering them. It's so cool, and I love the visual cues of her going back to her past, and Eretor looking at that past reflection, and then her in the rift. It's I really like it. It was well put together. Blizzard, you did a great job. If we can get more visuals of Alleria and Light and Shadow, it'd be great. I'm very curious to see where Alleria's story is going to go. Personally, I believe her current path is going to lead her down the path of being a puppet of sorts to Xal'atath to bring on the Void through the Sunwell, because we know the Sunwell is going to get voided up, and it's going to unleash terrors across Azeroth, and we know Alleria has some form of a holding or a connection to the Sunwell all the way back in Battle for Azeroth, or at the end of Legion when she accidentally unleashed the Void. So, I think that's what's going to happen with her, but I hope that she'll be able to pull herself out with the help of her friends and family. Yes, it's cheesy, but it works, you know, but it also might just lead to a very sad ending for her. So, let's, give a hand for Blizzard and the animators that did this. Wonderful job, very talented, very great. I would love to see a series using this animated style very much in the future. If they want to do something more like this for Thrall, for Rexxar, please do. Alright, thank you for watching. Excuse me, sorry, I'm still sick. Very much thank you for watching with me. Subscribe if you like this video, and watch more with me in the future, because I like reacting, I like talking, and I would very much like to keep doing this. And yeah, so thank you, and bye.